Hi, Imari. My name's Barnes.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's it. That's all I had to say.
Happy Friday. I know you said we're going to keep it professional, but we're off the clock.
That's true.
So I'd
yeah.
like to get a little unprofessional with you for a little bit.
That's totally
Is that
fine.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Totally good.
So,
I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready? Mentally prepared? Perfect.
I'm in.
So it's the day after Valentine's Day. It's Friday. Did you have a Valentine's or?
I mean, I sort of like danced provocatively by myself in a room surrounded by couples, which was fun.
Okay, that counts.
Yeah.
That definitely counts.
It's cool, you know. I've really felt like I had some good juju flowing.
Okay. Some good Valentine's juju.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about tonight? What are you thinking about Friday? How's that gonna go?
Tonight out there?
Tonight, yeah, out there.
Yeah, man.
Are you gonna give us some more juju? Can we see that?
I'm gonna bust out some serious moves. I'm gonna embody the spirit of the tree squirrel.
Okay.
And like just put everything I have out onto the stage. It's gonna be good.
Okay, awesome. So speaking of tree squirrel spirit,
Do I need to talk into this thing? You're not talking into that
yeah,
thing.
this thing I might need some technical assistance.
We can share this one if you want.
Oh, awesome. You're so cool, I think. Should we share this? Should we share this in the meantime? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So we can share this if that's okay with you.
That's totally. You don't mind hepatitis C, do you?
Oh, this is a little bit awkward. No, just kidding.
There's a lot. I mean, it's it's fine. You'll be fine. Your immune system's pretty strong, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You got good teeth. It looks like you're a good name.
Thanks. I think my body can handle
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So tonight, when you perform, are you gonna give us some of that good juju, good dance move, spirit feel?
I'm gonna sweat profusely.
Okay.
I'd advise people to stay away from the splash zone in the front 3 rows if they don't like being covered in bodily fluids. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. Me too. I'm super excited. So as I'm sure you guys all know, Barns Courtney is going to be opening up tonight for the Kooks. So you've been on tour with them for a little while, but I kind of want to talk about your music. So you seem like a super energetic person, young spirit. So let's talk about 99. What were you thinking when you wrote 99?
What was I thinking? I don't really know. I was in my friend's bedroom in like the middle of nowhere in Peterborough.
Okay.
And it's like raining sideways. I actually convinced the record label to get me a chateau in wine country in Carmel.
Okay.
And they totally bought it too. I was like, guys, I can't write the second album unless I have a chateau in Carmel.
I need a
It's just not
chateau.
And then I wrote nothing for that whole month.
Okay.
But it was really, it was fun. And then I ended up with no budget in my buddy's parents' house
Okay.
because he had all his old recording equipment in there. You know, we used to record them when we were like 18 years old. So I think, I believe what Bowie says about the importance of location for writing. Because in this fancy house in Carmel, I'm like, I'm the greatest artist in the world. I've written 5 albums. I'm like the Rolling Stones. I don't need to write anything. And then suddenly I find myself in this shitty house and I'm like, oh my God, my career is over. I need to really work my little tits off. So yeah, I think being in that environment where we spent so much time together when we were young was very nostalgic and really colored the shade of the whole album to be about the strange rituals of growing up, you know, entering into adulthood, the bizarre formalization of our lives as we age, you know? Why are we all so boring as we get older?
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Nobody just shoots the shit anymore. Nobody's like, do you want to come over and like just hang out and play Nintendo? It's all got to be predicated by, you know, drinking, which I do love, right? It has its
We're
place
not
in society, but I'm just saying, you know? Or if you want to ride your bikes around a cul-de-sac, it has to be like, oh, well, I'm going to get my spandex outfit on, I'm going to get my fit watch, and figure out exactly how far I'm going before we go, and it's very dull.
Right.
Okay, rant over. That's what
No,
it's about.
that's okay. So, over everything, excuse me, what do you miss from your childhood?
Mainly, just, you know, summers spent locked in the coal shed with my uncle. He would whisper such nice things in through the slat. As he...
Your uncle in Seattle or an uncle in Europe?
We lived in the sort of like backwaters of the English countryside.
Okay.
He would feed me fish heads, and I would sing him songs.
Sounds like a super common tradition, right?
What do I miss? I don't know, man. I just miss I miss having the same schedule as everybody else that I knew, right?
Right.
You know, you'd all get off school at the same time, you'd all hang out. You'd all like, for me, I'd go for band practice, and there was no like sort of conflicting work schedules. That was fun. But
Right.
this is good too.
So you're liking it in Austin. So like you said, you were here for last year for South by Southwest. So can we consider you maybe like an adopted Austinite? You've been here for a little bit. You're here today.
I'm technically in the city right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
right now.
I
If
could
you guys
just,
don't know, we are in Austin, Texas. So
if I say I was born here enough times, then people probably believe it.
they'll believe it. So have you been able to explore the city? Like,
Yeah.
okay,
yeah.
tell us a little bit about what you've been
Well,
doing.
last time I was here, my favorite thing about this city is that you can wander out for about 10 minutes and suddenly you're just in the wilderness, right?
Right.
Like, you're just like, you know, in this big streams full of fish and turtles and like people bathing in the river. So me and my friend, we kind of took all our clothes off and we just went swimming.
Here in Austin?
Yeah.
Do you have proof?
I mean, yeah, it's just, if you want to see it.
I'm like, can we see?
It's mainly just donkey porn on this section of my phone, but if I scroll through all of that, then I'll get to the other pictures, yeah, for sure.
So once you've been naked in Austin once, you're an Austinite. So welcome. Thank you. So you've been on tour with the Kooks for a while now. Where would you say is your favorite city or country to perform?
Oh, obviously, it's right here in Austin, Texas.
No, I was gonna say you can be honest with me because whatever it is, we are gonna match their energy, and then we're gonna beat it, and then we're gonna double that.
Oh,
so
okay, I
no
see.
worries, no worries.
I don't know, every crowd's different, you know?
Right.
And not every city's always the same.
Very
So,
true.
That's my favorite thing about playing live. It's always a different conversation between you and the audience. It's always a new challenge to figure out like how you can connect with those people and interact.
Right.
My stepmom's like, oh, don't you get bored of like singing the same songs every night and talking about yourself? And I'm like, not really.
It's like it's great.
Me.
So do you think that a lot has changed since the last time you've been here in Austin?
No. What, for me or for Austin? Austin's the same.
Yourself and Austin.
Well, my left testicle has finally descended out of obscurity.
Good to know for everyone.
Ladies.
Ladies, well, okay, ladies, so that's a shout out. Like I said, it's after Valentine's, so are you single and ready to mingle, looking for
Oh, I
some
spent
Austin
Valentine's
loving?
very alone, yeah. Super alone.
You hear that? You hear that?
I got him some more as well. He's very saucy. He's also single. He's from Tel Aviv. He's exotic.
Oh,
You know?
I like it.
He's got a strange turn of phrase, you know? His tongue is like butterflies.
Wow. So I would say, do you speak multiple languages then? Is that what? Oh, that's cool.
He's just lying, to you guys. He doesn't speak it. He barely even speaks English.
Now, how can you one up that? No, just kidding, just kidding.
He taught me how to speak some Hebrew, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you incorporate what you've gained from different cities and your tour and the new music or new songs that you write?
I don't know. I guess you're invariably colored by the places you go and the people you meet. For sure. It's hard sometimes to know exactly where all of the subject matter comes from.
Right.
You know, I use that, and oftentimes it's not until the end of the song or the album when I look back and I look through the lyrics and I'm like, oh, okay, right. I'm like a lot more fucked up than I thought I was.
Like, what was going on at that time? That's funny. So, speaking of your music, so we saw that you're going to be back in Austin. You're touring with El King in May. So, can we expect any new music this year?
Yeah, so like the whole album is coming out.
This year?
The whole record, yeah.
Okay, I'm excited
It's
for
all
that.
coming.
And so I'm guessing Austin, Texas is going to be a part of that. Maybe
Yes.
can we expect something about that, about Austin?
I will be singing many songs. They're all about Austin. Every song on the record.
Good to know.
You just have to read between the lines.
Okay,
And if
but
you don't get it, then that's your fault.
When the album comes out, we can listen and be like, yeah, we know that reference was to Austin right there. So yeah.
I know when he said lay me down in gold dandelions, he was really talking about Austin and the predilection of the proletariat in this city. I'm very clever.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so can you give us a sneak peek about anything that's coming up?
I don't know, what you mean, like,
Maybe a snippet, a tidbit, because 101X, we are known for a lot of firsts. So even if it's a lyric, give us a lyric that we can hear only here today. And so when your album comes out and we listen to it, we heard it first at this X session with 101X.
okay. problem is that like my mind is such a nebulous clusterfuck of like different thoughts and emotions that
Right.
I often forget my own lyrics.
Okay,
So
sorry
like
to put you on the spot.
every night, wait, if I hold the guitar, then maybe I can remember something. Oh, thank you. I got one that goes suitcase in your hand, wave goodbye to mom and dad. Never thought I would see the back of you. Mixtapes wearing down, crystal ships are sailing out. Now the doors are opening for you. There you go.
Beautiful. I love it. I kind of felt like you were singing to me there. I'm sorry about the awkward eye contact.
I was literally looking at
gazing
you
in
in
your
the
eyes.
eyes directly for that whole time.
So, and
If you
just
come to the show tonight, I'll literally just sing every song.
Will
for it.
you?
It's gonna be super awkward for everyone else there, but that's all
okay.
right.
So security won't drag me away when I'm just gazing at the front of the stage.
They'll probably drag me away. You know, as I sort of rub myself furiously, with my clothes off.
Oh my god.
My bass player, she's this like little 5'0" Irish lady. Last night she's like, Barnes, do you mind if I get my tits out for this gig?
And what was your response?
I'm like, hey, you milk it. First of all, tits aren't really a thing anymore thanks to Instagram culture.
Right.
So that's a plus. And I feel like the more risque you are to gig, the more enjoyable it is. I said to her, I'm gonna get my dick out.
So expect some risque tonight then.
Yeah.
For sure. So just to wrap things, I know they want to hear more music.
Just to wrap
I
things
was gonna
up.
say, did anyone catch that?
never wrap up.
Did anyone catch that? Just to wrap things up, pun intended or not intended. Talking about music and South by Southwest because it's coming up this year, music festivals. Do you have any advice for any up and coming artists?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's really important if you want to do this for a living to literally tunnel vision, put every single ounce of your time and ability towards that goal. People say you gotta have a plan B, but you don't go to medical school and think, well, I'm also gonna study to be a lawyer in case this whole doctor thing doesn't work out. It's like, no, it's competitive and it's very difficult. And as such, you need to fucking just drive every single tiny little micron of effort that you have into it. And if you want it bad enough, you can get it. A lot of people have this weird idea about talent being like a sort of ingrained thing that lives inside a person. And there are definitely people who have a head start in their abilities, right? But it's certainly not everything. And if you want to do something, the human mind's incredibly powerful. If you can't sing a note, you can learn to sing a tune. And if you've got a shitty voice, then you can be Bob Dylan and be the voice of a generation. Like it doesn't matter. Whatever you got is good enough if you put the time in. But it's so much to do about attitude and how you perceive your abilities and how you look at things. Like, all right, I might have been really shitty for the last 10 years, but I'm getting better and I'm going to continue to get better.
Right.
Just hours and hours, like Will Smith says, and hours of beating on your craft again and again and again and again, and you can get there. So, yeah, in an incredibly roundabout way, basically just work your little tits off, roll the dice enough times, and eventually you'll win.
Well, you all heard it here first. That was it. So I want to get back to the music. I know you guys are waiting. Thank you so much for speaking with me today. Have fun at the show tonight. I'll definitely see you there. Let's get back to the music. Thank you.